Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I am Codie Grimsey, your host, and this is my good friend and amazing stand-up comedian, Peter Dahms.
Yep, that's
There's an S at the end?
there is an S. Some people do. Some MCs introduce me without the S.
Yep.
People that have known me for years.
Yep.
And-
I feel confident in saying your first and last name until I had to do it then.
Yeah.
And there's an S. There is an S.
Because people fuck up your last name all the time.
Grimsley,
too.
yeah.
Grimsley.
Yeah. I pretend I don't care, but deep down.
Yeah, this is a call out to those people. You're hurting us.
Yeah. And I just went to the toilet briefly and left you in here. I told you I'd be quick, but I was actually gone for quite a long time. Sorry.
Yeah, ages.
Did you? I was just thinking it'd be kind of a funny podcast idea if that was the whole podcast.
The whole podcast is me waiting for you while you're in the
one,
bathroom.
see how long you would be willing to wait for, and two, like if I left like a chocolate on the table or something, or like Anyway, what'd you do? What'd you get up to?
I just looked at I just consumed phone. I just looked at my phone.
That would be because we were recording, so it would be funny to watch that back.
Put it in, keep it in. Like, don't edit, don't cut it out.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
It would be funny if I don't know, you're picking your nose or something. Do you pick your nose?
I mean, to get stuff out.
Yes,
but I don't eat it like some people.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
You know.
I do one of those things, but definitely not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my kid likes to do it actually.
Oh.
But it's learned behaviour, obviously.
Yeah. Is it one of like the hobbies you share with your kid? Common interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked like a good one.
Oh, but look at this, mate.
So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
I don't know. I didn't mention in your intro you have a very good podcast of your own.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's one of my favourites. And I've still got the bumper sticker on the back of my car.
Oh, has it faded?
No, the one on my phone did, but I'm not on my car.
Oh, wow.
So that's interesting.
Cool.
It's called Bits and Bombs.
Yep.
I always feel weird typing that into Google, by the way, because I feel like some sort of anti-bomb people are going to think that I'm looking up the ingredients. So do you want to tell people briefly about your podcast?
Yeah, so basically Bits and Bombs, I started it when I first maybe I was like a year in the scene here. And basically it's just interviewing comics, going from like when they very first started comedy to now. And I just use it as a tool to like learn, like myself being like an open micer. Like you have like certain questions you want to ask people and it's just kind of like, it just kind of gave me an hour to just pick brains of comedians I really like.
It's interesting though, because I was listening to one recently and you still, in your intro, you still refer yourself as an open micer, new open micer. I'm like, you got to update that.
Someone else said that to me recently and I'm like, I feel like I have another 2 years to use that. Or am I,
at least no, I think you're fledged comedian, but full-fledged.
No,
but I don't think, certainly if you're going to be, banging around with open micer, I think you should at least say experienced. Experienced open micer. That sounds worse.
Yeah, I just feel like a wanker being like, experienced, like, professional open micer.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, interesting. Maybe I should, because someone else talked to me recently about that. Like, oh, you still have a new open micer. It didn't even click to me.
It's a funny one. Have I told you about my younger brother, Ridge? He's like really good at poker. And he's, I don't know if he wants me talking about this or not, but there was this one tournament on the Gold Coast like a year and a half ago. He won $147,000 in one 5-day tournament. Oh my God. And like he doesn't refer to himself as a professional poker player.
Yeah.
And then like I have made like, I reckon maybe 14,000 over the last 3 years from comedy.
Yeah.
And I refer to myself as a professional comedian. So I like to know like where is the line drawn? No one really knows.
Yeah, comedy's a weird one because like I have a friend that's like an MMA fighter, and as soon as they get their first paid fight, they're a pro. They've started their pro career, so they're a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Like
I think that applies for comedy. First $50 paycheck. I'm a professional.
Comedy is like such a like subjective kind of thing because you could be like, yeah, I'm a pro comedian, then have
bomb
other
hard.
Yeah, or have other people be like, no, you fucking no, you're still in. You know what I mean? But it's like, I guess we do, and as comics, I think we do care a lot about what other people
think,
especially other comics in the scene and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Totally. What else? What'd you get up to this week? You got a new job?
Yeah, I have a new job.
Yeah.
I'm doing just like business support officer.
Sure.
So just admin stuff, like going from like sending invoices to topping up the biscuits in the office. So
Nice.
very like it's one of those jobs that has a lot of like weird side, like just different side quests every day. So like I built a shelf last week.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good. Like,
Is it a good shelf? Is it going to brag?
it's Office Works. It's no IKEA
Okay,
shit. Like it's
yeah.
Office Works like shelf. So
Yeah, sure.
I feel like it's decent quality.
Nice. And so what's the hours for this new job?
Full time.
Yeah.
But I can kind of like it's a little bit flexible. So
Yeah,
like,
sure. 9 to 5, or you can start at 8?
I can start at 8.
Yeah.
Like I can kind of start and finish when I want. Like the other day I was like, the only thing, because at the moment I'm contracted through like a recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a little bit like I can leave early on a Friday, but I'm not going to get paid for
Sure.
what I don't work.
Yeah,
But-
okay. Interesting.
so
That reminds me, we'll talk about something after the podcast.
Oh.
I applied for a job recently and just found out that you worked for that company at some point. So I'll get your insight on.
interesting.
We won't talk about which
Okay.
company. But anyway,
Yeah.
so what else? What have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to this week? I've just been
Have you filmed any podcasts recently? Recorded
No,
any?
I need to get back to that.
Yeah.
I
Because
need
your
to-
priorities have been on your new job and the Raw State Comedy
Yeah.
final
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I've just dated the podcast. Are you
Yeah.
excited? I just had
Tomorrow, the 23rd of March.
Yeah, nice.
Today's the 22nd
come
of
along,
March.
bring your friends because this is definitely going to be released before then. So you excited for that? This is your fourth time at the state final. No, I'm just-
Yeah, so this is actually my 5th time in the same one. No, I'm really keen. I'm excited. Like it's my last kind of time to do it.
Yep.
So, because I the first year I got into the state final, and the second year I only made it to the semi-final. So it kind of felt that weird of like I'm going backwards. So to make it,
I was so excited to hear that you made it through the state final.
Sweet,
Genuinely
yeah.
happy for you.
I don't know, like it's that thing too where we set our own expectations and for ourselves. Like for me, I was like I would have been so upset if I didn't make it into the state final again.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to have made it in again. So
Something that I forgot to mention is that I don't have a name for this podcast yet.
yeah, I was wondering about that. Okay.
And so what we're going to do is
Uh-oh.
at the end of the episode, I'm going to ask you if you have any ideas, name suggestions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this with all my guests for the first season.
Uh-huh.
And then whoever comes up with the best name, they get to name the podcast.
Oh, how does it determine? Like, how do you determine what's
Kyle
the
asked that
best?
same question. I think I'm just going to use my discretion.
Smart guys ask that question. No,
Yeah,
run
yeah.
a poll. So it'd be like,
Kyle said the exact same thing, but I like to still keep some control. This is the people's show. It's the show of the people.
yeah. Also, I'm probably really annoying not having the headset on. Like, I'm
That's
probably
fine.
peaking.
I don't know any of
Pop
these
it, yeah, I
audio
don't know.
terms. And what was you studied what again? Audio? Something?
Nah, I studied digital media. So
Yeah.
it was like a bit of everything. It's like video, graphic design, that type of.
Did you, what age are you?
I am 28.
28. Did you travel? You're from Mackay.
Yeah, I'm from Mackay.
You been overseas ever?
I went overseas through the uni, the very, very start of 2020. So I went to Malaysia,
Oh, wow.
and then a week later, all the
COVID happened.
stuff happened on the news, and then
Did you have to come back early or?
No, we did our full trip, and then we just were like, oh, there's this new COVID thing, and then
Who's we? You went with?
so I went with the university. So
Yeah, you said that.
So what it was the theatre kids. There was like a partnership with Malaysia Music School, I forget Bentley Music Academy in Malaysia, and then CQU, and basically they put on the musical Chess. And then me as a digital media kid, they're like, "Hey, come film it." So like I got a free trip
Nice.
to like with another guy, and we like made a documentary about it and stuff. And it was
Did you just said theatre kids.
yeah.
Did you do theatre sports ever?
No, I never did theatre sports until I did like an improv class through Big Fork, like
Yeah, nice.
in the last few years. But I never did. Oh, I think because I did drama class in senior, but in year 11, 12, you don't really do those theatre sports things anymore. It's all like
Okay.
like the theory side of stuff mostly and
Sure.
then performing in plays. But so I missed out on all the fun like theatre sports type shit
Yep.
in school. But yeah.
What's your I feel like I would love that sort of shit. Shit. I like because my wife, like, she has heaps of like drama friends that did theatre sports and all those improv games, and I feel like I missed out on that. Like, I feel like I would have loved doing that.
Have you done any of the Big Fork stuff?
I've done like the 2-day welcome course.
Okay.
But I haven't done anything like now that I've got like a second kid on the way as well.
Yeah,
I can't see there ever being a time where I've got you know enough time to do something like that. But anyway,
yeah,
I can live
I have a
vicariously.
kid. I have a kid to feed. I can't be playing 3 things anymore.
I think stand-up's already big enough commitment.
Yeah.
But at least I got the podcast now, so I can do this. Do a bit more of this.
Yeah.
We're not even recording. I'm just like
Yeah, we
just
did.
an excuse to catch up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what is your dream job, do you think? If stand-up wasn't an option, what do you reckon if you didn't, and I said this to Jemison on her episode as well, if you didn't have to go to uni, what would you like to be a brain surgeon if you didn't need to do uni for that? No. What interests you?
I don't know. I think, so the original dream job for me was, and the reason I started uni was actually to be a video games journalist.
Okay.
Like review games
That'd
and
be
like
sick, yeah.
be a part of the games media.
Nice.
But I think just seeing the way it's kind of turned in the last few years with everything is just like, I don't know. I think I just like the industry's changed a lot and I don't really care for it anymore.
Yeah.
So, and I think it is also like the video games is like a way to like let off steam. And when you turn that into your job,
You wouldn't enjoy it so much.
it's like,
Are you a gamer, would you say? Do you stay up to early hours of the morning gaming?
I kind of go through phases of being a gamer. Like I definitely like, especially when I didn't have a job recently, I was gaming heaps and I still like consistently game, but I kind of go through phases where I'm obsessed with movies. So I'll watch a bunch of movies or I'll read comic books. I'm not someone that can kind of balance all
all the hobbies in one go.
all the hobbies in one go. Like, I'll play a little bit of video game. Now it's time for a movie. Like it's all or nothing for me.
That sounds like a trait of something. What's it called? My wife always says that I have it. Is like if I find a song that I like, I just keep playing that song over and over.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
Okay. And you like really weird music as well.
Really weird music.
Did you get see a gig last night?
I went to something recently. What did I go to? I was at a concert the other night. I go to concerts like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see? Is there a little community? Do you see the same sort of people?
I do see it's weird. Like I see the same kind of people at the same gigs all the time, and have for the last 3 years. But I don't know any of them. I've not once had an interaction with any of these people.
We spoke briefly on your podcast about those freaking weirdos at the mosh pit that like go throw punches. I know you don't like me describing them as weirdos, but
nah, go ahead.
I think that would be so funny if you saw one of these weirdos in your everyday life and they worked with your company and they're like high up in your company and they're like, oh yeah, I saw you like punch someone last night and now you're talking about shares and profitability and that would be, these are real people that have real jobs. Imagine if there was a massive contrast to them at the, you're not interested in this.
No, I think it's interesting. I was just thinking about the time that I went to a mosh pit and one of my old bosses in Mackay watched me get my tooth chipped.
Oh shit.
And she didn't even care for the music. She was just fucking there because it was just Mackay and there was something to do.
And she was your boss?
Yeah.
I love the idea of you going into work the next day and your colleague's like, what happened? And you lying about it and your boss is like,
yeah. Yeah, I was in a mosh pit and I got elbowed in the face. And
we're at that time in the podcast, Peter Dahms, where we pick out 3 things from the hat.
3 things.
Yeah. So we can do one thing at a time. I'm thinking you're the guest, so you get to choose first. No picking. Right. Put your big fork improv. And it doesn't have to be improv, by the way. It could just be, hey, this reminds me of this time when...
this is a nice one, actually. Hometown.
Oh, yeah?
Hometown.
I can answer this one for you if you like.
Yeah.
Mackay. Next question. No.
Wait, so what's the idea? Are we supposed to riff off of this?
Yeah, well, whatever. You know, we can improv, we can joke ideas, we can... I think normally it will be, this reminds me of ...
Oh,
Any fun Mackay stories?
Fun Mackay stories.
Do you like Mackay? Do you see yourself ever moving back to Mackay at any point?
If I ever move back to Mackay, just know I'm not doing well.
Okay.
No, I don't know. It's I think at this point in time, like, it doesn't even feel like home for me. Obviously, like, all family and stuff's there, so that's still like an important reason to go back to Mackay. All that stuff's great, but just as a place, I have no desire to move back at this
It is
point
a
in time.
bit of a funny one. Like, it's a kind of a nice place to stop on the way through to somewhere else.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. But, like, I'm a pool guy. I love pools.
Yeah.
And I know, like, Mackay have, like, 3 really nice aquatic centres. They got the Pioneer one.
Yeah.
They've got the Memorial sort of heritage.
What do you think of
listed.
the Lagoon?
I don't know if I've been
It's
to
like
the
the
Mackay
free
Lagoon.
one.
Oh, I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I'm a pool guy, not lagoons. You know.
Yeah, okay. Oh, is it? Wait. In the pool community, is there like
Lagoons are lesser then.
because that's like what the South Bank one is, right? That's like the lagoon.
Yeah.
So
you're the flow rates, the circulation time of the lagoon. You know, it's not as cleanly.
that's so funny to call a pool hack. You're like, you going to.
You swim in the lagoon, do you?
Oh,
you're a
okay.
lagoon swimmer.
Yeah, you're not going to pay your $2 entry and get like a cyclone or something.
Mackay have this incredible aquatic centre that's just being built in the last 10 or 15 years at the university.
I used to live at that university,
So
and I
freaking
never
nice.
went. I was always like, I'm going to go, and then I never went.
It's nicer than so many Brisbane pools, which is a waste.
Brisbane gets Mackay
So
gets a
it's
lot
just
of like weird facilities. Like we have like one of the best skate parks in the country.
Okay, nice.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
But
Have you guys had any good skateboarders come from Mackay? Competitive. It's a weird thing to know.
A lot of my
if you're not
mates
in that scene.
are like skateboarders and stuff, and there was a few guys that moved here and were sponsored, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Like it was I'm not sure, like in the professional scene.
Was it in the Olympics recently? Yeah, it was, because the 13-year-old like girl from Australia won the gold medal, I'm pretty sure.
We even had like Olympic skateboarders coming to Mackay.
Nice.
For our like we have a big I keep saying as if like I still live there, but they had
Just
a
proud.
they had a competition called I can't even remember what it's called, but they have a skate comp every year, and all people from around the country go to it.
Yeah. Prestigious.
So, prestigious.
My
Pretty cool.
turn. I'll choose topic number 2.
All right.
This is so vague. This just says projects.
Projects.
I think these are water cooler topics, basically. I just Googled like talking topics last night and printed off 50 of them.
Okay, well, for you, Codie, so obviously you're working on a podcast. What other stuff have you got in the pipeline?
I got
what
a
other
kid
stuff
coming. I guess that seems not very nice to refer to them as a project. I've been
Work in
applying for
progress.
some jobs lately. Yeah, project. I guess that's quite vague, isn't it? What about you? You've got your bits and bombs. Have you got any other projects that you're working on at the moment?
No, nothing I'm working on. Always ideas. Like there's always ideas and things you want to try out. Like I think for me, like bits and bombs, I'd like to eventually like
Live show? That'd be sick.
That's the thing I do want to do at some point,
Yeah.
but I just don't know how I do it. Like if I just like interview someone live, we'll just do like a showcase where it's like, hey, this is a bits and bobs showcase. This is people that have been on the podcast or whatever. I think it might be cool.
Yeah.
But
I was just thinking, imagine if it was like a Gong Show meets Bits and Bombs and you had a guest on. As soon as the audience got bored of a guest, they just gonged them off. That would be fucking heartless. That would be so bad. And then you just go through like 10 guests in one go. No, I don't think I would be supportive of that.
yeah, I feel like everyone's trying to be Kill Tony at the moment too.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to find their show that replicates the Kill Tony formula.
I just interrupted you. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know.
I reckon projects is a word that kids use before they learn that they're called assignments. Don't you reckon? Like when you're in primary school, you say, I have a project due.
Yeah.
Like, did you? I've got this memory that I just thought of the other day. When I was like grade 6, 7 and 8, I used to go to my mum the night before a project was due and be like, Mum, this is due. Can you do it for me? And she'd get angry at me, but then she'd do it for me, but then she'd make me stand beside the computer watching her do it. And I think we were up until like 9 or 10 p.m. at night and she was doing my assignment for me. Did you have any experiences like that? Or was it just me? You did your own projects?
I feel like I had some help. I can't really remember any. Like, it wasn't really until like high school where like I started to like, really get into like for assignments, like making like PowerPoints and things like that.
You would have been great at that.
Yeah, I always just like overdone it, like had like embedded like videos and like made it like a multimedia kind of thing. And like I won like a $50 City Beach gift card for one of my PowerPoints once.
I can imagine you being the sort of person that would have utilized the slideshow changeovers too. Like you would have used.
Oh yeah, like a motherfucker. GIFs, the whole shebang. It was like way more
movie experience.
It was like probably way more just like less about the substance and more just about the pizzazz.
What else regarding projects? I reckon that's enough on projects.
Yeah,
so you get to choose the final one.
Ooh,
projects was a bit of a dud one.
Okay, what do we got? Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Brazil. Cool.
Have you been?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Ever had a Brazilian?
No, I've been. Yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of shying off of the waxing thing, to be honest. I'm more of a
shaver,
a bleaching guy. Okay. But no,
I got a Brazil story. If you've got nothing.
Oh well, I used to work with a lot of Brazilians. But that's kind of it.
Yeah, lovely people. Hey.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize they speak Portuguese. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like that kind of wigged me out a little bit.
What do you think they spoke Brazilian?
Well, I don't know.
Spanish, maybe. Spanish.
Yeah, maybe like Spanish or something.
Sound very similar. And I think a lot of Spanish people can understand Portuguese and vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I went to Brazil once. I did a race in Brazil. I used to be a good swimmer. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, you tell me that every time I see you, actually.
And there was the race that we did was in Copacabana Beach. And you've heard of that one? Famous beach.
No.
And there was this massive kind of like Mardi Gras sort of parade or something. I don't know if it was Mardi Gras. It was a massive parade. They love them in Brazil. And I think the next day we went for a swim in the ocean and there was a German swimmer that I was swimming with. We were swimming along and we stood up and goggles? They had got like a nose clip in the middle. There was this condom that was attached to his nose piece and it was just kind of hanging down. And that was kind of gross. But I think it was from the parade the day before.
Oh, yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, that's my Brazil.
Brazil, great. You have to go.
It was so good though. Like I loved it there. Apart from everyone was like, "Oh, you got to watch out for pickpocketers."
Yeah, because that's also like the first kind of thing I think of too is like the muggings and
I found it fine though. Like I mean, I'm a big guy. So probably intimidated the pickpocketers, but I did keep my hands over my pockets just because so many people like warned me, like, "Oh, Copacabana Beach, you got to watch out. You have stuff stolen." But no.
Yep. Did you leave like your towel and your phone and stuff on the beach?
We had people.
You had people to look after that. I just think it's very.
So you haven't been to Brazil. Have you got any desire to go to any places like that?
I don't know. I think for me, the international travel stuff. It'd be cool to go to Japan.
Yes.
Everyone's gone to Japan.
So many. It must be cheap flights because so many of my Facebook friends are over there.
I think it's also I think the economy is not doing great either. I think that's a big reason Australians are going.
Why? Sorry.
The economy.
And what's the economy got to do with Japan?
The Japanese economy.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, sure. I thought you were saying
the Australian economy is not doing well.
Yeah, okay.
We're like, fuck it, we got to leave.
I just assumed Japan would always be going well. I thought they were like...
I might have got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard people say, but...
When you said the economy is not doing well, I thought you meant Australia's not doing well and Japan's the only place we can afford to go kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
How far away is it? Because it snows there, so it must be... I
have no idea.
Okay, it must be quite far away. There you go. It's a travel podcast.
We should go to Japan. Yeah. I know you're having your son, you have family stuff going on, but you should come to Japan.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be one of the places I like to go. I'm kind of one of those freaking annoying white men though that walk into a sushi place and I'm a bit like, can you just cook it really well done? I hate raw fish and stuff.
Oh, are you like a chicken guy when it comes to sushi?
Chicken and avocado.
Yeah, me too. I love it. It's great.
No, but I try to experiment with most things, but I can't get past raw chicken and raw fish.
Raw chicken.
But yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
So I reckon we're at that time now where I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
Uh-oh.
1, what would you name this podcast? And 2, what should we name this episode?
Okay. All right. So in terms of naming the podcast, all I can think of is the Fred Durst Appreciation Podcast, just because but it would have been fun if it was like there was a poll to vote, because it's one of those, it's like the Bodie McBoatface thing where you could overthrow it and just have a really awful name.
Yeah.
But I can't do that.
So what would the awful name be, sorry?
The Fred Durst Appreciation Podcast.
I'd never heard of that guy before either.
He's from Limp Bizkit. He's a singer.
Okay. Yep.
He's the vocalist of, anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The vocalist? Is that vocalist the lead singer?
Yeah. It's
And does he have his own podcast?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. He's just a very funny guy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's the iconic like red snapback guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't know who Fred Durst is.
I've heard of Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit?
You're like a dude in your 30s. That should be your culture. They should be like your...
Is it Limp Bizkit?
Yes.
Or Link?
Limp.
Limp, okay. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's did you say you had a second name idea?
I don't have another name idea.
So what about this
This
episode?
is something you need to ask your guests before they go on.
Earlier on, yeah.
Just so I can
I don't want to
think-
put too much pressure on you either. What should we name
There's more pressure on me now while there's camera.
That's funny. We'll edit it down. We can just sit here in silence for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just crop in the me being on my phone while you're in the bathroom.
Yeah. So what should we name the episode then? So
The episode.
it can be related to your 3 ideas that we pulled out of the hat, or it can be anything really. What did we talk about? You could fucking just shameless product placement.
The
Bits and Bombs spin-off podcast.
Yeah. So, Codie, what was your first gig? Yeah, I don't know. The Bits and Bombs companion episode to yours.
I love it. I love it. Might confuse people.
That's what you want, is to confuse the audience. Do you have any ideas? Like, what was from our conversation today, what stood out to you?
Mackay.
Mackay.
The place to stop when you're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mackay. Yeah.
Mackay skateboard park.
Mackay skateboard park. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know podcast. Peter Dahms, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people find you?
They can find me on Instagram at IMaybeAGinger. That's the main. That's the main one I use. I don't really have TikTok or any of those.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thanks
Sweet.
for watching. Thanks
Cool.
for
Thanks
listening.
for having me.
See you all next time.
That's
All
fair.
right.
I get it.
So yeah, you don't need to go to the toilet.
I'm
I'll
good.
put this on. You just gotta
Thank
remind
you.
me to turn it off when we start filming.
Yeah.
All the cameras are set up and stuff already. If you want to chuck the headset on and stuff.
Sick. So I'm just sitting like this?
Yeah, you can move the mic closer to you.
Wow, this is fancy.
Yeah, cool. I'll be back.
Sweet.
I don't know what looks that. You good to go?
I'm good to go.